15 years of long journey, those who will do fraud, they are called mushrooming agents. Whenever the one country will pick up, you will see the big hoardings, big offices dealing in that country. When they shift to Canada, from long journey, everybody is saying Canadian expert, Canadian expert. Even a 25-year-old agent is writing them visa expert. So they will again come back when there is a market pickup. Because right now no country is going on. Even if we talk about US, talk about Australia, so then they are down. So when another country starts taking students, they will come. So those are mushrooming
agents. Hi, welcome to the very first video episode of Starting to Know podcast. It's been a long time. It took me a long time to come back and start doing it again, and this time in a video format. We will talk about why video and why it took me a long time. I will discuss more about that in a separate video. But today, I want to talk about my guest. My guest is Mr. Sumit Jain. He is an immigration professional for the past 15 years. He has been working in Canadian immigration, many other countries' immigration, and filing cases for thousands and thousands of people. As he has been doing that for the past 15 years, he has seen all kind of changes happening in policies and the criteria all across the countries. And he can guide us through his journey, like what he has seen so far. We will talk about his personal experiences as well. We will cover a lot about immigration. Today is going to be an action-packed episode, and I will try my best to ask him the right type of questions, and so that we can get the right amount of information that we need. Overall, this is going to be the best one, right? This first one is always the best one, hardest one as well, like because I've never done that before. But I want to bring my true self to you. So why don't we start with it? 15 years is a long time. आपने जर्नी स्टार्ट कैसे की?
Yes, 15 years is a long time, and this journey has been started from 2009 onwards. And it started by accident. Like, I'm working as a senior lecturer in an engineering college, and one day I saw some students came to me just after graduation. They visit college for the certificates, for some additional documents. So they come to me and they say, I say, why you require these documents? They say, my visa has got rejected. I say, okay, your visa rejected. And they know because my brother is already in Canada. So they know he came here on student visa. So I have some background of application of Canadian study visa because he came here in 2003. At that time, the visa processing is totally different. Success rate is barely 4-5%. So then those students came and I tell them, okay, show me your files. They show me files. I tell them, okay, do this. And then say, okay, sir, you should help us in submitting. And we submitted and they got visa. One got visa, then his another friend came. So he also got refusal. He got visa again when I apply. So this way I told my brother, he said, it's a good thing you can work as an agency, we can work in this field because he have seen this journey here, and that's why how I enter this industry. And when I see this, and also you see the newspapers at that time, lot of fraud, still it is going on. So I say, why not create a space where we work for the students, guide them properly with the honesty and right things, and help them in their studies journey, overseas study journey. So that's how it started.
So accident was a success?
Definitely. From one student in 2009 to thousands in 2024. So it's a huge, long journey and very successful. Today, Jain Overseas is very reputed and respectable in this industry. When people listen about us, they talk about us, they say at least you will not get anything wrong over there. Visa success is not in our hand, but at least there should be not any kind of a fraud with them, because this industry is famous for those things.
Yeah. fraud is pretty much
Wrong.
kind of everywhere. Like people try to do it because it's a big market and there is a huge potential to earn a lot of money. That could be one of the reason. That's why the fraud is happening or may happen in the future as well.
It's overpromised.
Mm-hmm.
Student want to listen that somebody should give them the guarantee.
Mm.
Somebody tell them you will go to this country, you will go
Yeah.
to this country. So those who overpromised and they could not able to deliver, that tends to lead to fraud.
Mm-hmm.
No consultant intentionally want to do fraud,
Mm-hmm.
but because of the client expectation, overpromise, so these things happen.
Are there some bad apples in the market too?
Every industry have bad apples are everywhere. So some do it with the intention of doing the fraud,
Mm-hmm.
but those numbers are very less.
And they don't stay in the market for a long time.
Yeah, obviously those 15 years of long journey, those who will do fraud, they are called mushrooming agents.
Okay.
They will come up, like whenever the one country will pick up, you will see the big hoardings, big offices dealing in that country.
Mm-hmm.
Like in 2007, 6, UK, then Australia. Everybody is promoting Australia. When UK closed down, Australia closed down, then they shift to Canada.
Mm-hmm.
From long journey, everybody is saying Canadian expert. Even a 25-year-old agent is writing them visa expert. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you must have seen the hoardings across
everywhere.
Punjab, everywhere.
Yeah.
So those are mushrooming agents.
Mm-hmm.
So when you see the Canadian education is got a lot of changes from last 1.5 year, so a lot of have gone out of business. So they will again come back when there is a market pickup.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now no country is going on.
Uh-huh.
Even if we talk about US, talk about Australia, so then they are down.
Mm-hmm.
So when another country starts taking students, they will come up. So those are mushrooming
Agents. But can you tell me why do you think, or what do you think about like what is going on in the world? Because हर country change कर रही है. Why do you think that is happening? Like Canada ने change किया, US, I'm hearing like Europe, UK, like everyone is getting stricter, and about like Australia as well. Australia, New Zealand, like these countries were the first ones like who were at the boom, right? So New Zealand हो गया, UK हो गया, सारे कहते थे हमने जाना है ना, and every agent was, or every immigration professional was trying to promote that. But now आपको क्या लग रहा है कि like why that major shift is happening all across the world?
Because of the political compulsions.
Mm-hmm.
Anti-immigration is the new buzzword.
Mm-hmm.
So if any leader who want to come in the political situation, if they talk about anti-immigrants, they were getting more votes. Plus, after COVID, there is not no country have put up a right gauge that how many students we should call, because nobody seen that situation in their lifetime. So everybody was saying, okay, if something happened to our economy, we have to bring more students. So in that context, they haven't calculated the risk involved with this.
Okay.
So those 3-4 years of growth lead to this situation right now.
Mm-hmm.
If Canada is, as far as Canada is concerned, and other countries are concerned, where student prominent destinations, where students are more attracted towards those destinations. So we have a biggest factor, anti-immigrant. You know what is going on in US, what is going on in other countries, UK also. So then they are controlling it, and after controlling it, a cycle will come again. They require a lot of students also.
Okay.
So we are now in that phase where every country is cautious about taking much students.
Okay. And this industry usually like goes through bumps?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay.
Every country, it's a need. Basically, this industry, I called it, whenever a country required manpower, they call more students.
So the spike goes
the
up.
spike goes up, then down, then go up, then down. Same way it is. So this is my assumption. Okay, this way you look at the scenario from 2008 onwards to till 2025. particularly when you talk about UK, it's a cycle goes up and down. A certain time, it's totally closed, and certain now it takes a lot of students. Again, spouse is also going there now. They are reducing it, so every country do tweaking in their immigration policies based on their needs.
And based on their needs, you are also changing your strategicals inside of your business, or how you're handling like such kind of change.
So far, this is one change where Jain overseas have not done very well.
Mm-hmm.
We stick to one country,
And that is Canada.
that is Canada. I'm RCIC member
Yeah.
also, and from 15 years, I think 14 and a half years are dedicated to Canada in education.
Mm-hmm.
From one student to thousands of students to Canada only. And then suddenly the changes of last 1 year to 2024 onwards, it forced us to come up with another destinations. But we are doing good. Whenever we started 6-7 months ago, and we are doing reasonably very good.
Mm-hmm.
And we believe there is a huge potential also, because right kind of guidance is required to the students. So that's the way it is.
And sometimes you need a push, right? अगर आपके ऊपर होता, like you might not have done that, you would have been in a comfortable spot, like okay, Canada is enough. Now like push you, and like the market is telling you like diversify, because you have the experience.
Yes.
It's pretty much like, maybe I would say like basic concept is like someone is coming, consult them and file their papers and get them the visa. It's overall looks like simple, but I know that policies and rules are different and changes with the countries, but overall theme is there, and people do basically like trust your guidance and expertise, right?
Yeah, I firmly believe that countries who are taking the application student visa, they are there for granting the visa. Because the nomenclature, if the processing of the process, that's DNA remains same. Like their whole process remains the same. Right kind of a document. You have to follow a checklist. Okay, this tick. If all are okay, then country is there to grant you visa. So there is not we have to create something. And particularly it's very good income when we start doing UK and Australia, and you will not believe, if 10 students came, we pick only 1 or 2, because those tick marks, the students are not qualifying for those tick marks. This checklist, okay, if you have this, you don't have, sorry, we can't take the case.
And it's like again a differentiation, like you don't differentiate, or you differentiate it with this way, like other consultants or might be taking like, yeah, you come in, like I will charge you processing fee and I will make the money. So you are already doing the filtration process. You already tell them that you're not qualified, right?
You're not qualified.
Yeah.
And a lot of times this happens, students come to us after getting the refusals. We say no to them. And also because it's not it's fault of the student. Student want to listen that whatever his profile is, he want to listen from the consultant, from the counselor. Yes, कि it will be done.
Yeah.
मेरा हो जाएगा.
Yeah.
But we do some pre-filtration of their profile, and then we take,
because it's your reputation too.
Reputation at stake.
Yeah.
And we see that there are a lot of opportunity in other countries also. Particularly in our region, in Punjab, there is a still demand of good quality agents for UK, Australia and US. Like when in an engineering college, I did my engineering in mechanical engineering, and I start thinking about going to study abroad. And then I look around, I said no institutions is giving GRE training in Punjab. Very few, if there are very few, like in big city Ludhiana or Chandigarh, but not that much crowd is going over there. Awareness is lacking. Then we have to go to Delhi or Gurgaon for the training, and there is a lack of that. So I still believe the guidance for GMAT, GRE, these are lacking in our part, which is good for good quality of education. So that is the part initially I want to do, and particularly if you talk about UK is there for good quality of education, good ranking universities. Same is with the US. Still we have a families who want to send their student to big universities, but still there is a huge gap of the consultants who want the student should go to these top universities. Primary students are focusing on diplomas or those universities which are meant to be uh, taking more students, money oriented.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a gap
Mm-hmm.
still to go to the quality institutions. So my next vision is fill those gaps, sending students to Cambridge, Harvard, MIT. So we are working on those in those direction. That is what we want to do in next 2 to 3 years down the line.
Okay. Okay. And आपने like thousands of cases already applied किए and you might have faced some difficult ones as well. Are there or is there any case that is still in your mind and like gives you kind of a rethinking kind of mechanism kick? Like okay, like why this happened, or it still stays with you for any reason?
There are a lot of cases like thousand we have because I personally met a lot of students,
Hmm.
so I know their journey.
Mm-hmm.
I know their family background. A small village in Bathinda or in Khanna or
Hmm.
Ludhiana or in Jalandhar. So I know them personally. A lot of parents I know them. So because they come to Jain University with a trust
Hmm.
कि एटलीस्ट यहाँ पे कुछ गलत नहीं होगा.
Hmm.
तो there are one case which still gives me goosebumps. That was a student I sent to China,
Mm-hmm.
and from China they are supposed to go to Canada. Because of their scores, they are not qualifying because the visa is not coming at 1 band 5.5.
Hmm.
So that student couldn't able to get their IELTS score
Hmm.
after multiple attempts. So,
Mhm.
so I guide them, okay, this is a process.
Hmm.
You can go to China. From China, you can transfer to the public institutions.
Mm-hmm.
And you get PGWP, everything is like, it's not like anything is hidden from them.
Right.
So student is based on my trust with our brand. He said, okay. He went to China,
Hmm.
faced all the hardship, but I visited him also
Okay.
to
In-
see them. Because
Wow.
this kind of a relationship, because those students went there on trust of my trust.
Mm-hmm.
I went there to see them also,
Hmm.
whether everything is, whatever promised to us is being delivered or not.
Hmm.
So I went there and see, and they're learning a lot of things. And when the time they have to go to Canada, their visa has been declined from China. The promise was from China to Canada, but that cycle could not be completed.
Related. Yeah.
Then they came back to India,
Mm-hmm.
and we talked to the college, and everybody is like tense because college is also having a new project. We are also there, so we work very closely, and that's child because they go there on my assurance.
Mm-hmm.
So I give them the job in my center also. He work at least 1.5 year.
Hmm.
During that time, we apply for 3 to 4 times, trying to convince the visa officer like this is the way it is, and finally he got visa. So
Mm-hmm.
that is one of the satisfying. All 3 who went to China have got their visa.
Mm-hmm.
So this one kind of a satisfaction, and also it gives stress also.
Hmm.
Okay, the student
Trusted you. Yeah.
trusted me, and through the public institution of Canada also, they follow the process.
Mm-hmm.
And today they are very highly successful in Canada.
Okay.
They got the job, they got part-time jobs in Centennial College itself,
Mm-hmm.
and in international department.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the case which I remember from last 15 years. Sometimes it's scared like parents have sent their student to China
Hmm.
on my assurance. And
I know.
so, and also I went to China to see them. Actually,
Yeah.
nobody can
Are
care
you
about their
okay?
students. Okay, are you okay? Everything is there.
Yeah.
So that is thing which is really unique, I believe.
कोई emotional भी रहा है case like anyone maybe spouse, like I personally have been like in a long term relationship, like not long term, like in a long distance relationship, because it's been like it was like 2.5 years or something. So आपको कोई spousal का या कुछ और कुछ like ever like those clients were emotional, like why are we not going, maybe rejection, maybe delay, maybe something, anything that
देखो, when we apply so many files, there's
Yeah.
certainly sometimes some good cases. Like one of the famous quote of one of the,
Hmm.
unfortunately he is no more, that fellow always told me that Sumit, you have to take good with the bad. When we say कि a profile which is not very good got their visa, so sometimes it happens when a profile which is for your is perfectly will not get visa. So couple of cases like this who are very good, like they are 90% or good graduation, going for a good program, good score, good family background, funds. They haven't got visa, so those kind of cases come into my mind. Okay, yeah, this could have been done, but later on they got their visa, so it's satisfying.
So pretty much like आपको क्या लगता है like why the governments or the immigration departments do decline the visas? Like is there any reason? Because documents, yeah, you file the documents according to the checklist. Everything is there. But why do you still think that they decline? Is that a revenue making machine for them? Like, yeah, decline it, they're going to file it again, we will make money again.
So that $150 or £200 will not going to make much difference.
But if you're talking about the volume, like, yeah.
But I believe it's more or less a policy decision. So I believe all these decisions of visas are policy driven. If a country want to give visa, they will turn their eyes blind. They say, okay, go. When they don't want to give visa, even a UBC profile or even a University of Toronto profile will get declined. Plus, obviously, they have a quota system, the number of students they want to take. These things contributed to that. So these factors do exist.
And like it's a lot of changes are happening. Like specifically, हमने Canada के बारे में बात करते हैं. Like a lot of things are changing, policies are changing, point system is changing. आपको क्या लगता है, like what, or according to you, what change is the most frustrating change for you? Like that basically like fed you up. Like ये क्या change है? मतलब it's not making any sense. Like what do you think? Like because you're seeing a lot of clients coming in, maybe affecting your business or maybe generally like for the people. What do you think? Like it's not the right one, or was the frustrating one for you?
Like I think from 2014 January 22nd onwards, Canadian in education industry have gone through a turbulent phase.
Yeah.
Every Friday or every alternate Friday there is a new announcement. But they've done so many changes in this. Sometimes we figure out why they are doing this. इसको भी कर दिया. This change also did. आपने स्पाउस को बंद किया, आपने बिजनेस के कोर्सेज को निकाल दिया. लाइक फॉर मी इज लाइक आप एक कंट्री में बोल रहे हो कि यहाँ पे कोई भी बच्चा पढ़ने आएगा वो बिजनेस नहीं पढ़ेगा. लाइक व्हाट काइंड ऑफ अ चेंज दिस? लाइक यू विल नॉट बिलीव, a province like Saskatchewan, they have a shortfall of maybe 15,000 profiles in the field of business, and they cannot recruit student business because there is no work permit. So what kind of change this is? So if you want to do change, you do some regulated one. At least you put some money in business. Like since the change announced, there is no student able to get their PGWP if they study in a business program.
Okay.
They don't require any accountant or financial persons over here.
So ये business वाले ये पहले आ चुके थे and rule changed afterwards.
They with that.
Okay, with that. Okay.
In this whole process.
Okay.
The CIP codes came.
Okay.
So they removed the business profile. Now they are removing tech also from that. So I don't know why they want to prove.
Yeah. Not every student is like they want to stay here. Someone wants to study as well. They study abroad and like go back.
They go back. They go to US.
Yeah.
They can go to study further study to US.
Yeah.
So a lot of things are there. So they have to do changes. They have to control in a controlled manner rather than just cut it.
Yeah. And it impacts people as well, like because it's not like maybe some people think that okay, this is only people want to come here and they want to stay here, they want to become a PR or citizenship or get a citizenship, but maybe in some cases actually the person's intent is to study abroad, like actually study abroad, maybe do something in their life, maybe move back to US or maybe go back to India or go to UK, right? So again, I coming back to the point, like it changes, and you've already filed like so many and thousands of cases. आपको ये पर्सनली आपको इसने चेंज कर दिया किया है या नहीं किया है? पर्सनली आपका मतलब माइंड सेट इमिग्रेशन है ओवरऑल पर्सपेक्टिव?
Totally changed. Like from last 1.5 year, totally changed. Like when I see the students, like students come to Canada for the with the assurance like study, work, and settle. And suddenly you say, there is no. You don't come here for PR. You don't come here for settlement. You come here for study. So that notion is what is this logic? Nobody want to spend thousands of dollars just to come here into Canada, 15 hours flight to study.
Right.
They have other options also. UAE is very good option. UK is there. So that thing has shaken us a lot. But I believe this is more or less a election stunt. More or less a political decisions which what happens. And these things will change in coming years. This is my personal opinion.
And आपने क्या कहा? Study and settle?
Study, work and settle.
Study, work and settle. Do you think like it's in the agenda and they are promoting it in this way?
In 2009, this was
Okay, they started in
starting.
the,
Like when the
started.
SPB starts.
Okay. They started in this way, like study and
work
work.
and settle.
Yeah.
Like every person, every representative from 2009, they are coming here. They are saying, come here, follow the rules, study, work permit, take the work permit, and get the PR. And a lot of thousands of students got their PR.
Even
I
myself, like I came as a student.
You came here as a student.
Yeah.
So I went to any shopping mall. I saw a lot of students over there. They come. They are with their kids now. I go to any restaurants. They are with their families now, having settled here. So that was true. It's not like they're the only couple of hundreds got the PR. Majority of them got the PR. The system was designed like this. But after the COVIDs and unprecedented growth, this lead to chaos.
Okay. And so now, like, do you think they should still follow the study, work, and settle program that they started, or with the motto or with the mission that they thought, okay, are we gonna promote Canada in this way, like study, work, and settle? Do you think like this should be still be the norm?
Absolutely, this should be the norm, because those are good immigrants for Canada. Like a person brings a lot of money, study there, they understand the education system, they work here, they understand the work culture here, and they are very good immigrant. If Canada required 420,000 immigrants or 500,000, those are the best lot, rather than who is coming outside the world. For them, because they are the young, they don't have child right now. Government doesn't have to spend anything on them. So I believe this is a smart decision. They have to do something innovative with this program.
Yeah, it's not only like they are giving PR, they are also generating revenue for the country. Yeah,
Obviously, a lot of jobs are there if you talk about the jobs.
Canada is an immigrant country. Yeah.
And I was reading an article that the home buyers, right now, just today I see an article, the number of home buyers who buy their homes are more immigrants than the actual Canadians. So they outpass that number.
Yeah, because they're coming here, they need to settle down.
They need to settle. So how much things they bring here? So they have to do some restructuring of their immigration system. I know the government is doing it, but I believe this is the right
thing to do. Yeah,
because they spend almost, if a student came from any country, for student, they come up with GI. They come earlier with GIC of $20,000 and almost 2-year fees of $40,000. If a degree is $70,000-$80,000, so almost $100,000 one person is bringing to this country. It's a more than 20-25 billion industry. So you have to see that they are the right student who follow the rules. They should be given a right to be a permanent resident. They should given an opportunity. They should not be said, okay, your work permit is over, you should go. We should have to present an opportunity for them.
Yeah. If it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. Like they
Like
can.
if they follow the rules, I'm
Yeah,
not saying that
yeah,
you give PR to anyone who
Yeah.
just came and give PR.
yeah,
Those who study properly, follow the rules,
Yeah.
do the work, they like those who are paying taxes.
yeah, yeah,
Huge tax is
Mm.
here.
yeah.
You know well.
Yeah,
because
yeah, I know.
if a student who is working here after their graduation on PGWP
Hmm.
is giving a huge amount of taxes,
Hmm.
those should be given the first right
Hmm.
to be a permanent resident of this country. This is my personal opinion.
Yeah.
And I believe government have to work towards those direction.
Sorry for cutting this video short. If you want to hear the full podcast, go to Apple or Spotify or any other platform of your choice. Go to that platform, search for Starting to Know, find this episode, and go with it. The other part of this podcast is even amazing. If you felt good after listening to it and you have some positive feedback for me, please share it with me, subscribe to this channel, and thank you so much for everything. Thank you.